1. The Banawe Rice Terraces, ancient engineering on the Philippine mountains. Nestled in the remote mountains of Luzon, the largest island in the Philippines, the Banawe Rice Terraces are a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. Constructed more than 2,000 years ago by the indigenous Ifugao people, these terraces span over 4,000 square miles in area, larger than the U.S. states of Rhode Island and Delaware combined. The terraces are built into the steep slopes of the mountains, reaching heights of nearly 5,000 feet above sea level. The intricate system of canals and aqueducts used to irrigate the fields relies on water from the rainforests higher up the mountains. What makes the Banawe Rice Terraces so impressive is that they were built using simple tools: wood, stone, and the collective labor of generations. The terraces were essential for providing food to the growing population, as the flat land in the valleys below was insufficient for wet rice farming. The engineering required to create and maintain such a vast agricultural landscape is remarkable, especially considering the challenges posed by the mountainous terrain. In the mid-1990s, several of the terraces were designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, recognizing their cultural and historical significance. However, many of the terraces have fallen into disrepair due to modernization, neglect, and the harsh elements. Some terraces, like those in Batad, are so remote that they remain accessible only to the most determined travelers. Despite the challenges, the Banawe Rice Terraces stand as a powerful reminder of the ingenuity of ancient civilizations. İkinci Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple. Göbekli Tepe, located in southeastern Turkey, is often referred to as the world's first temple. This prehistoric religious site is estimated to be around 12,000 years old, predating Stonehenge by several millennia. The site consists of massive stone pillars arranged in circles, some of which are nearly 20 feet tall and weigh up to 60 tons. What makes Göbekli Tepe particularly fascinating is that it was built by a society of hunter-gatherers, long before the advent of agriculture or the wheel. The pillars at Göbekli Tepe are adorned with intricate carvings of animals, including snakes, lions, and birds, as well as abstract symbols. These carvings suggest that the site was used for religious rituals, possibly involving animal sacrifices. The T-shaped pillars are thought to represent stylized human figures, with arms and hands depicted on some of the stones. Göbekli Tepe's discovery has challenged long-held assumptions about the development of human civilization. It suggests that complex social and religious structures existed much earlier than previously believed. The site was buried intentionally around 8000 BC, which has helped to preserve it over the millennia. Excavations continue to this day, revealing new insights into the beliefs and practices of our ancient ancestors. 3. Newgrange, Ireland's ancient astronomical wonder. Situated in County Meath, Ireland, Newgrange is a Neolithic passage tomb that predates both Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. Built around 3200 BC, Newgrange is one of the oldest surviving examples of a structure designed with astronomical precision. The tomb is aligned so that on the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the rising sun illuminates the inner chamber through a specially constructed roof box. The structure itself is a large circular mound with a diameter of nearly 280 feet, surrounded by a ring of standing stones. Inside, a narrow passage leads to the central chamber, which contains 3 stone basins believed to have held the remains of the dead. The walls of the chamber are decorated with intricate carvings of spirals, lozenges, and other geometric patterns, typical of Neolithic art. Newgrange was likely used as a place of burial for high-ranking individuals, and as a site for religious ceremonies. Its alignment with the winter solstice suggests that it also functioned as a solar calendar, marking the rebirth of the sun and the beginning of a new year. The tomb was abandoned for centuries before being rediscovered in the late 1600s. Despite the passage of time, Newgrange remains a powerful symbol of the connection between the ancient people and the cosmos. 4. The Great Buddha of Leshan, a colossal marvel of ancient China. In Sichuan Province, China, the Great Buddha of Leshan stands as the largest stone Buddha in the world, carved into a cliff face overlooking the confluence of 3 rivers. This colossal statue measures 240 feet tall, with shoulders spanning 90 feet. The construction of the Great Buddha began during the Tang Dynasty in the 8th century and took nearly a century to complete. The Buddha was carved with the intention of calming the turbulent waters below, which were notorious for causing shipwrecks. According to legend, a devout monk named Haitong initiated the project and even went as far as gouging out his own eyes to demonstrate his piety when funding ran low. After his death, the project was completed by his followers with the financial support of local officials. The great Buddha's serene expression and imposing presence have made it a symbol of peace and protection. The statue's size and location also serve as a testament to the incredible skill and determination of the artisans who carved it. The Great Buddha of Lashan remains a popular pilgrimage site and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors from around the world to marvel at its scale and beauty. 5. The Meteora Monasteries, spiritual sanctuaries suspended in air. Perched atop towering rock formations in central Greece, the monasteries of Meteora are among the most breathtaking religious sites in the world. The name Meteora means suspended in air, which perfectly describes these isolated monasteries built on cliffs as high as 200 feet above the valley floor. The first hermit monks arrived in the area in the 9th century, seeking solitude and spiritual enlightenment. By the 14th century, they began constructing monasteries on the nearly inaccessible peaks, using a combination of ropes, ladders, and pulleys to transport materials and people up the steep cliffs. At its peak, Meteora was home to 24 monasteries, although only 6 remain active today. The remote and precarious locations of the monasteries provided the monks with protection from invaders and the distractions of the outside world. The monasteries were also centers of learning, preserving manuscripts and religious texts during times of turmoil. Today, Meteora is Greece's largest archaeological site by area and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The monasteries continue to function as places of worship and are open to visitors who wish to experience the unique blend of natural beauty and spiritual tranquility. 6. Baalbek, the colossal temples of Lebanon. Located in the fertile Bekaa Valley, northeast of Beirut, the ancient city of Baalbek is home to some of the most impressive Roman ruins in the world. The city has been inhabited for over 10,000 years and has seen the rise and fall of multiple civilizations, including the Phoenicians, Greeks, and Romans. The most famous structures in Baalbek are the massive Roman temples dedicated to Jupiter, Bacchus, and Venus. The Temple of Jupiter was once the largest temple in the Roman Empire, with columns towering nearly 70 feet high. The Temple of Bacchus, still largely intact, is renowned for its elaborate carvings and ornate details. What sets Baalbek apart from other ancient sites is the sheer size of the stones used in its construction. Some of the stones in the temple complex are over 60 feet long and weigh more than 1,000 tons, making them the largest construction stones ever used by humans. The methods used to transport and position these massive stones remain a mystery, adding to the site's allure. Baalbek's significance declined after the rise of Christianity, and the temples were gradually abandoned. Over the centuries, earthquakes, erosion, and human activity have taken their toll, but the ruins still retain their grandeur and continue to attract archaeologists and tourists alike. 7. Tikal, the lost city of the Maya. Deep in the rainforests of northern Guatemala lies Tikal, one of the most powerful and enduring cities of the ancient Maya civilization. Rediscovered by European explorers in the mid-1800s, Tikal was once a thriving metropolis, home to tens of thousands of people at its peak. The city's central area contains nearly 2,000 structures, including towering pyramids, temples, and palaces. The most iconic of these is Temple 4, which stands over 150 feet tall and offers stunning views of the surrounding jungle. The temples are adorned with intricate carvings depicting Mayan gods, rulers, and significant historical events. Tikal reached its height in the 9th century, but began to decline due to factors such as overpopulation, resource depletion, and conflicts with neighboring city-states. By the time the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, Tikal had been abandoned for centuries, its grand structures swallowed by the jungle. Today, Tikal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular destination for those seeking to explore the mysteries of the ancient Maya. The site's remote location and dense vegetation add to its sense of mystery and wonder, making it a must-visit for history enthusiasts and adventurers alike.